As a fan game player and developer, I'm always on the lookout for new and exciting projects. Even if I don't have the time to play every single one of them, I still like to at least admire the works. But I recently stumbled across a new project that introduced a new region, a full dex of Pokemon, and a completely original tile set. I was immediately interested and I knew I had to give it a try. But upon further investigation, I learned that this wasn't just one game, or should I say, region. This was part of something bigger, an MMO that brings together multiple fan-made regions in a way that I've never seen before. This is Pokengine, a fan-made browser-based MMO that I sincerely believe is the future of Pokemon fan games. My name is Ari, and let's jump right into this. So, how exactly does this work? When you begin the game for the very first time, you'll load into the hub, which is basically, well, a hub for all of the fan-made regions. Your first task will be to play through a short tutorial showing you how to battle and catch a Pokemon. While that might sound boring and unnecessary, this game functions very differently from other Pokemon games, and without it, you'd probably be overwhelmed by everything on your screen. You also get a cute little companion to join you on your adventure through the hub. But this place isn't just a tutorial zone, it's actually a lot more. The hub is classified as its own region, and has a dex of 415 Pokemon, around 30 to 40% of those being brand new. So you can visit the Safari Zone, catch some Pokemon, train them, and use them in battle facilities like the Battle Factory and Battle Tower. As impressed as I am with the hub, I know most of you clicked on this video for a more traditional Pokemon experience rather than a battle simulator. So let's talk about the region that started my whole hyperfixation on this game, and that's Harsholme Island. Once you complete the hub tutorial, you'll get access to a terminal that lets you travel to other regions. There's a lot to pick from, but I went ahead and started with Harsholme Island, since that's the one that originally got me hooked. Like the hub, Harsholme begins with a very graphically appealing introduction, showing you what the island has to offer. Now your goal isn't to collect some gym badges, but rather deliver a Pokemon to the other end of the island. This might not sound very enticing, but I promise there are many other surprises for you to encounter. On to what I'm sure a lot of you are waiting for. Harsholme Island consists of purely Pokemon, and all of them are incredible. Each one of them has a unique and interesting design, but not to the point where they don't feel like Pokemon. I personally caught as many as I saw, which isn't something I normally do. But like I said, all of the designs are just amazing. New Pokemon isn't all this place has to offer though. Harsholme Island has a very big exploration focus. You'll often find yourself stumbling upon different routes, caves, and even beaches that aren't on your main path. These areas are filled with different items, side quests, and Pokemon. One of my favorite features was the following Pokemon, which isn't something I normally care about, but this game let me have all 6 of them follow me at the same time, which really made me feel like I was on an adventure with my Pokemon. Something I think this game really needs to be complimented for was the attention to detail. Both the indoor and outdoor areas feel very alive and vibrant. I really enjoyed what I got to play, and I am so looking forward to more from this region. But this isn't the only region Pokengine has to offer, so let's take a look at another one. The next region that stood out to me is called Rica. It's a tropical island with a massive variety of new and returning Pokemon. I'm not sure what to make of this, but playing through this region kind of filled me with a sense of nostalgia. Maybe it was the graphical style, the following Pokemon, or even the soundtracks. Either way, I had a really fun time exploring it. But there are a few really nice features to this region. All the trainers in Rica will battle using the doubles format. This was a nice breath of fresh air I could take in whenever I wanted to take a break from Harsholme, which I was playing at the same time. Like some of the other games in Pokengine, there was an EXP all feature that kept the experience grind-free, but I also never felt like I was over-leveled because of it. Like Harsholme, I once again need to praise this region's Pokemon and overworld designs. All of the new Pokemon felt very charming and fun to use, and not only were none of the maps boring, but some of them even took advantage of Pokengine's unique mechanics, like jumping, for example, and turn them into fun puzzles. While there are many regions I didn't get into yet, I'm sure you're wondering what other unique features Pokengine has to offer. Well, like I said before, this is an MMO, so you can of course battle and trade with other players you find. There is a very important feature that addresses a concern most of you might have. When you begin a new region, you won't have any of your previous Pokemon with you. At first glance, you'd likely assume that Pokemon are locked to their native regions, but that's actually not the case. Thanks to the global PC, you can transfer Pokemon between regions. Another small feature I find quite charming was the ability to use outfits you unlocked in any region. And finally, because it's an MMO, all of your progress is saved to your account, so you don't have to worry about transferring save files if you want to play on another device. So this isn't something I'd normally include in a fan game video, but even I struggled a little bit with figuring out how to play it first. But don't worry, I'll be showing all of you how to do that real quick, and the methods for mobile and PC are actually the same. First, make an account on Pokengine, no email required. Next, you will have to join their Discord server, go to the access channel, and type /access, where you'll then be prompted with your username and password. Finally, return to the Pokengine website, head to the MMO tab, and click play. To my pleasant surprise, the game runs completely fine on mobile, and even has a cute little virtual gamepad for you to use. With all of that said, I finally want to say that this entire experience has really impressed me, as not just a developer myself, but also a Pokemon fan. I didn't really know where to include this in the video, but something that separates Pokengine from other Pokemon MMOs is that a lot of the Pokemon and regions are made by completely different developers. You can even apply to be one yourself, if you're interested in helping further this project, or you just want to make a cool Pokemon adventure that you can play with your friends. It's been a good couple of years since I picked up a fan game and had a really hard time putting it down. Heck, once I upload this video, I'm going to go right back to playing. But I want all of you who are interested to do the exact same thing. Play this game, show the developers your support, provide feedback, and whatever else you can think of to support the game. I am 100% serious when I said that this could be the future of Pokemon fan games. New regions you can play with your friends, or even by yourself, which I still had fun doing. So, I hope you all have a nice day, and an even nicer time playing Pokengine.